Welcome to That Gay Crypto. My name is Aaron, and as you can see on your screen, the GOAT Michael Saylor has been making huge moves lately. But before we get right into that, we have a ton of news to cover. And we're going to be jumping straight into our first story of the day by CoinDesk, and they have released what they feel like are their top 10 cryptocurrencies of 2021. Let's see what they got in store for us. This is what they have. So from the metaverse, they have ranked number 1, The Sandbox, up 16,000%. Axie Infinity, also up 16,000% at number 2. And Decentraland Mana, up 3,000% at number 7. And let's talk about what they have to say. The metaverse became the hottest segment of the cryptocurrency market, buoyed by Facebook's rebranding as Meta. That's very true. Let's keep it real, guys. If Facebook never made that change to Meta, the hype probably would just not be there. And yeah, although this segment has sold off since its all-time highs, it pumped like crazy. It was definitely overvalued at one point. Metaverse and gaming-related tokens took the top 2 slots in this year's top 10. And honestly, they probably deserve it. Metaverse was probably the biggest thing of this year. And Metaverse and NFTs, hand in hand. Metaverse project The Sandbox narrowly edged out play-to-earning game Axie Infinity for this year's top slot, after its sand notched an eye-popping 162-fold increase. Investors bound a vision where people could increasingly spend leisure time in virtual worlds. In these games like The Sandbox and Metaverse, I'm going to be completely honest, you guys. If you guys have never played Mana Decentraland, it's pretty much like any other like open world video game you've ever played. So kind of like a Roblox type deal or something like open world. And I guess it's metaverse. They're really just calling any sort of open world video game now a metaverse. I don't really get it, to be honest, but you know, it's the future. And yeah, so that's what they had for their 1, 2, and 7. Now let's see what they had for the rest of their positions. Ethereum killers. Number 3, they had Polygon. Number 4, they had Terra. Number 5, they had Phantom. Number 6, they had Solana. Number 9, they had Avalanche. Polygon definitely should be up there for sure. As we know, Polygon's definitely putting in a lot of work. It's a scaling solution for Ethereum, and it's real. And same with Solana. I'm really a big fan of Solana. I know that chain completely broke down this year, but you know, it's a good alternative to Ethereum NFTs. I'm really not a big fan of the gas fees, as you know. And let's see what they had to say. Complaining about Ethereum's high transaction cost, known as gas fees, was another familiar part of 2021. Yeah, I mean, big problem. Congestion on the largest smart contract-enabled blockchains sent users in search of more scalable blockchains, spurring the growth of alternative layer 1s and scaling solutions. Yep, it's a problem, and yeah, do I think any of these are legitimately an Ethereum killer? No, I don't think so, but they're going to be taking some of it. They're going to be taking some of Ethereum's real estate. I mean, I'm going to be real with you. People who aren't rich aren't going to be want to be using the Ethereum blockchain for stuff. Like, why would you want to pay $120 to mint an NFT when you can mint a Solana NFT for literally nothing? It's really dumb. It's like an extra $120 tax, and that extra $120 could be the money used to pay for gas, for food, who knows? So yeah. And then at the end it has meme coins. Dogecoin at number 8 and Shiba Inu at number 10. Yeah. I don't really know how I feel about this. Do I feel like they should be ranked? Yeah. No, not really, because it's really straight gambling at the end of the day. Dogecoin and Shiba Inu were pumped up straight by hype. I mean, I wouldn't really say they have anything good fundamentals. They have a strong community, and that's about it. But I guess it's a good call. How do I feel about this list? I'm not really feeling this list. I'm not even going to lie to you. But it's okay. Everyone has their own opinions. That's the thing. Nobody in crypto is right or wrong, really. It's just all an opinion. And for our next story, take a look at this tweet from Dylan LeClaire. Dollar cost averaging the Bitcoin weekly throughout 2021 has you outperforming all but 3 hedge funds on Wall Street. So literally, if all you did was dollar cost average into Bitcoin weekly, you would have outperformed everyone on Wall Street, all the hedge funds, except 3. And take a look at this, provided by the Analyst Egg. Take a look at who's at the bottom. Melvin Capital. Do you guys remember Melvin Capital? It might ring a bell. Well, they're the guys who actually got screwed over by the guys on Reddit. They were the ones, you know, putting in the big shorts for AMC who ended up getting wrecked. Yeah, they're at the bottom. They had Terrible year. Down 41.5% on the year. That's rough. Really bad. But yeah, this really just speaks volume into, you don't need to know really anything. You don't need to watch anything. You don't need to learn anything. All you have to know is download an app where you can buy Bitcoin and buy Bitcoin weekly. That's all you have to do. It's literally, you don't need to know anything. You don't need to know about the blockchain. Nothing. And you outperform all but 3 hedge funds on Wall Street. That's really powerful. But what's even crazier is take a look at this tweet from Blockworks. Ethereum outperformed the top 17 hedge funds combined. Top 17. And you know what the crazy part is about all this is, imagine they put Solana in there. Or they put, I don't know, Shiba Inu. Or Matic. Who knows what the stat's going to continue to get crazier and crazier. Which continues to show you that crypto is really different. Crypto is not the same as anything else. You can make insane returns that this wasn't possible 30 years ago. You know, it basically wasn't. It's just absolutely insane, and it's really just a blessing that we're living in these times right now where we're growing up with crypto, you know. So, something to think about. And for our next story, a very, very bullish news for Bitcoin. The SEC commissioner just said, I don't understand why spot Bitcoin ETF hasn't been approved yet. As we know, the spot Bitcoin ETF got denied. Gary Gensler still not having it, but the SEC commissioner is a Bitcoin bull. This is very bullish. This is the first step we need. We need someone in the SEC to be bullish on Bitcoin, and she's very bullish on Bitcoin, and this is what we need. We need to get a spot Bitcoin ETF approved. That's a big stepping stone. It's going to happen eventually, but it'd be better to have it sooner than later. And really, we'll see what happens with the spot Bitcoin ETF. At the end of the day, we got to get Gary on board, so we'll see what happens with that. And for our next story, oh my gosh. Michael Saylor's done it again. MicroStrategy has purchased an additional 1,914 Bitcoins for $94.2 million in cash at an average price of $49,229 per Bitcoin. This is getting absolutely out of hand. As of 12/29/21, we hodl 124,391 Bitcoins acquired for $3.75 billion at an average price of $30,159 per Bitcoin. And guys, take a look at this crazy stat. MicroStrategy's Michael Saylor now owns 1 out of every 170 Bitcoins that will ever exist. Now, this can be taken one way or another. Some can see this as a positive thing for Bitcoin. Some can see this as a negative thing. But really, at the end of the day, the Bitcoin protocol does not care, and it's simply unchanged. Really, people complain about whales having too much Bitcoin. What if they dump? What if they do this? What if they do that? Even if this guy just dumps, even if Michael dumps, it's not going to change the protocol, and the protocol is really the only thing that matters. Because that's what Bitcoin's all about, that decentralization. And take a look at our final story of the day. Bitcoin is bracing for a huge $6 billion price earthquake this week. And we're going to skip straight to the juice of the article. Bitcoin options contracts allowing investors to buy or sell the cryptocurrency at a specified price within a set time period worth around 100,000 Bitcoin, or almost $6 billion at today's prices, will expire on Friday, according to data from cryptocurrency analytics provided by Bit. This coming options expiry is significantly more than the previous 4 billion record set in late January. Now, what does this actually mean? Well, $6 billion worth of contracts are going to be expiring tonight. So that could mean for Bitcoin a huge price swing could be happening at some point. Unsettled contracts, you already know what that means. Big price swings. Hopefully we go up this time and we don't dump. But yeah, this is pretty interesting news, but I think it's really just bullish, and it shows how many more people are getting into the space. At the end of the day, more money lost, more money gained. It all just shows that more people are showing up to crypto and it's being more heavily adopted. And yeah, guys, that's all I got for today's video. Make sure to subscribe and hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and make sure to have a great New Year's.